Hello, friends. It is January 15th. Yep, January 15th. And I have my tea, my green tea. This is Chinese green tea this time. It's not Japanese. Don't tell anyone. I still have the Korean magic tea in the fridge. Don't worry about it. I know the secrets. I'm a little ghetto right now. I'm going for the China. We'll get back to the senja. I know. Ceremonial grade. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Japanese people. Okay, so today I have three perfect 10 albums. Usually I do two. This artist unfortunately died very young, and he only made 3 albums. So that's all we have are the 3 albums. And so it's a 3 album. It's a discography. It's Nick Drake. Nick Drake is one of my favorite songwriters ever. This beautiful way of communicating melancholy that really uniquely, I think British people have this ability to communicate melancholy in this really relatable way to me. I don't know, I have some Scottish and Northern Irish blood personally, and I think specifically people from the former UK or from England itself, as in the case of Nick Drake, have this ability to just kind of, there's countless examples: Roger Waters, Morrissey, all of the punk rock, all the post-punk stuff, Elvis Costello, Nick Lowe, Richard Thompson, who plays guitar on a lot of these records. John Cale plays cello and other instruments on some of these records. He doesn't play on, I think he plays on Bryter Layter and Richard Thompson from Richard Limited Thompson fame, Shoot at the Bright Lights, which I should review that record. He plays on Five Leaves Left as well as Bryter Layter. And then Pink Moon is just him by himself acoustic. Pink Moon was my favorite and what got me into it. Now I don't have a favorite. I think they're all essential listening. They're all perfect start to finish. They're all very humble offerings in terms of albums. There isn't filler on any of these albums. They're all very good start to finish. So I'll just review them chronologically. So the first album he made was called Five Leaves Left. It has a bunch of amazing songs on it. The whole record is great. Time Has Told Me is a beautiful opener, beautiful song. Lyrics are great. The Riverman is incredibly sad, but incredibly moving. I love the arrangement with the strings. Thoughts of Mary Jane, Man in a Shed, these are other favorite songs of mine on this. Days Done. The whole record is great. It's very haunting, and it's sad because it just shows from the gate he had so much potential and was so polished as a singer, as a songwriter, had such great lyrics, had so much to say. I believe before Bryter Layter started was when he started taking acid and smoking lots of marijuana. He apparently smoked copious amounts of marijuana during this period when he recorded this album, and towards the subsequent recording of Pink Moon and then his unfortunate suicide. But Bryter Layter is his most hopeful record. I think it's my favorite record. I think I now prefer it to Pink Moon because Pink Moon is just so emotionally exhausting to listen to that I can only kind of use it break in case of emergency. Bryter Layter I can throw on. I think it's his best produced album. Musically, I think it's the most interesting album. Fucking John Cale's on it. Anyway, it's great. Everything's great. Chime of the City Clock's great. Hazy Jane, One of These Things First is one of his best, happiest songs. If I just played one Nick Drake song for somebody, it would be One of These Things First. So if you only listen to one Nick Drake song, try One of These Things First, and then maybe you'll dig deeper. The Hazy Janes, the Bryter Layter, Northern Sky. This is a wonderful record. The strings, the horns, Richard Thompson from Fairport Convention, another band I have to review. I have to do at least two Richard Thompson things. Yeah, it's a perfect record. And Pink Moon. Pink Moon was the first Nick Drake album I heard, and it made me, weep. This is such an emotionally moving and beautiful and subtle album. It's basically just him and an acoustic guitar, and every song on this is perfect to me. My favorite is Place to Be is one of my favorite songs ever written, period. I listen to this song a lot. Which Will is another one of my favorite songs ever. I could literally start crying if I start thinking about the song "Which Will." Um, so I'm not going to sing. I don't want you to see me cry. Sorry. Um, Things behind the sun. Please be aware of them that stare. They only smile to see you while they're dying away. Open up the broken cup where goodly sin and sunshine in. Guess that's the day. And open wide the hymns you hide. You find renown more people now from things that you say, stuff that you say about the farmers and the fun and the things behind the sun and the people around your head tell you everything's been said, and a movement in your brain sends you out into the rain. So here I am, in the rain. You know that I love you. You know that I don't care. You know that I love you. You know that I'm not there. Yeah, this song just describes depression, isolation, hopelessness better than virtually any record ever. It's one of the greatest records I've recorded. So are his other two records. This man was a musical genius. Was not recognized, unfortunately, during his time, but posthumously has been properly recognized as one of the best songwriters of his era, or any. I love Free Ride. This whole record is great. It ends on kind of a hopeful note with the Free Ride Harvest Breed from the morning. I mean, it's still very melancholic, but it doesn't end with like no or which will, which I think would be just like too much. It gives it like it puts the things the sun know which will in the middle, so it's like you're not just like left with that, because if you're left with that, everybody else who listens to this record would probably fucking take too many pills. But anyway, fantastic album start to finish. Pink Moon you need to listen to, perfect 10. Bryter Layter you need to listen to, perfect 10, probably my personal favorite record. And 5 Leaves Left, also perfect 10. Nick Drake, you're a genius artist. It's very sad your life ended so quickly. I think you had a lot more to give the world, but at least there's people that still appreciate what you've left. So you achieve some kind of immortality, and hopefully death is fake and we get to go to heaven or reincarnate or whatever. Because I want to hang out with Nick Drake. Nick Drake seems awesome. I want to be your buddy, Nick Drake. I just want to give you a fucking hug. I understand, Nick Drake. Ugh. Do I have to do Elliot? I really don't want to do Elliot. This is sad now. I could do cult bands. I did cult bands last time, but I was going to do Sun City Girls. That's going to take a while for me to figure out how to do Sun City Girls. So I was going to do Blue Oyster Cult, which I probably should have done. Blue Oyster Cult rules. But they're not really a cult. They just rock. Might as well just do Cheap Trick at that point. I should do Cheap Trick. Maybe Cheap Trick Blue Oyster Cult. Okay. I'm done. The albums are reviewed. You can turn this off.